Hey guys, welcome back. My name is B. I'm a full-time nomad. I live full-time in my SUV, truck chariot. I have a Ford Explorer, so I don't know what to call it. But welcome back to my channel. We have B's here for our 6th part of our 10-part series about nomadic living. Just a couple conversations about tips, tricks, and my thoughts on various aspects of nomadic living. So thank you for coming back. If this is your first time, welcome in. I'm very happy to have you here. This time on our part series, we are talking about nomadic apps. So we are going to be talking about different apps that I use when I'm traveling from city to city. If I'm going to a place that I don't already know, what apps I use most often to find safe places to stay. So the first app that I would recommend that you get if you are a traveler, excuse the sounds, is iOverlander. So iOverlander is a very commonly used nomad app. We use it to connect with each other and share with one another safe spots. You can add the spots to the app. You can update the app and let them know that that this particular parking spot is no longer available. So that's really nice to be able to keep things updated for the community. So iOverlander is awesome. They show you parking sites, water sites, free land, camping sites, RV sites, stealth parking, public street parking, a whole bunch of things. So it gives you a lot of different resources that you would need. I believe iOverlander also has dump stations. So if you have an RV or if you have a 10 or 5+ gallon water tank that you want to empty out somewhere, they do have those mapped out for the whole nation as well. So that's really, really helpful. I tend to use that if I don't know where I'm at, I really need a safe space to go, and I want to make sure that I can review those areas. You can also put pictures up there, so you can post images of where you parked. You can, you okay, Bees? Okay. You can post pictures of where you parked at. You can post pictures of the surrounding site, and then it gives you the GPS coordinates so that way you can find exactly where the review was listed at, and you can go and park there. There's been a few places that I parked at through iOverlander, 2 of them that I did get knocks on. So I did just update the app so that way folks don't have the same issue as I did. But that's really important to just make sure if the place is no longer usable, if it's not very safe, if you didn't feel safe staying there, just leave that on the review if you are using iOverlander, because it helps everybody out. So with that app, you will find like a whole bunch of inner city options, and then you'll also find some on the outskirts and a couple of places like along highways, along coasts and everything like that that are just kind of like, there's an off ramp over here you can park at, and things like that, stuff that you wouldn't ever really see if you weren't nomading. So it's really helpful to have somebody that's already been through the area, or quite a few people that have already been through the area and reviewed these specific spots for you to park at. So it allows for a lot of safety there. The second one that I really like to use is called Free Roam. So Free Roam is my second app that I use when I'm, I looked at iOverlander and I just kind of cross-reference, or I want to see what's going on citywide. Like if I could have a little more options, if I looked on iOverlander, I didn't really see much of what I wanted, I tend to go to Free Roam. There's 2 other apps, but I can't remember the name right now. So I'll either add them into this comment section here in the description, or I'll just make another video talking about more apps. But there's 2 other parking apps that are really helpful, but these 2 are the main ones that I really like to use. So Free Roam is similar to iOverlander, where it shows you a map and it gives you these options to add layers to the map. There's camping places, rest stops, water stations, water fill-up stations. So there's dump stations and there's fill-up stations. So there's all the different types of things you would need for nomadic living on Free Roam. The only difference between iOverlander and Free Roam is iOverlander has paid options on there. So if you want to go to an RV park or a national park, parking, something like that, they will show you on the description how much it costs there. So sometimes it's ranges from like $5 to $30 a night, depending on where you are. I haven't done any paid parking as of yet, but probably when I tap more into overnight at national parks, then I'll be having to pay. The last national park I went to, I didn't have to pay at, which was really nice, but that's not a common thing, I don't think. I think they come around and check if you're parking there for multiple days. So that is a really helpful app. The Free Roam app is super, super informative. It lets you know, the same thing. You have your reviews, you have opportunity to update the reviews and locations. It just gives you so much resource. So those two are super, super helpful when finding places to park at. Then when it comes to just finding places to stay, we did talk about the Trusted House Sitters app. That app is really awesome. I use it whenever I need to get a break from traveling. Like I said before, you can go on the app, you can match make with different house sitters, with different house owners, and you can come and sit for them from 2 days to 4 weeks to a couple months. So it's a really helpful trade between two folks. So that's really awesome. And you can also do house sitting with a partner. So if you have a partner, sometimes they let you go if you have pets. So depending on what your family situation looks like, they can really work with you. And I really love that about Trusted House Sitters. That's one that I use very, very much. So another app that I really like to use is the Google Maps. So I use Google Maps all the time, not only just to get around, but to pin my favorite places. So I'll pin awesome places to park that I don't want to add to any nomad platforms that I just found. Different parks, different places to park under shaded trees that I really like. So my maps is kind of pinned up in different cities with different really nice tree sites, really nice parks, good cool places to stay at, really nice views and things like that. So I love to use my Google Maps to pin and favorite things while I'm going through spaces, because I really don't have time to write it down or I can't ever remember to take freaking pictures. So it's really nice to be able to just pin it, especially when you are nomading and you're stealthing in the city. I highly recommend you pin your car. It's very easy to forget what street or what restaurant you park near. So I like to pin my truck and then just come back to it whenever it's time to come back. So that's very, very helpful. So those are 4 apps that I use super heavily. I don't really use any other apps. I'm trying to think. I don't really use many other apps to like get around or anything. I mean, I use Instagram to connect with other nomads. So if you want to connect with nomads, you can go on Instagram or Facebook. They have a lot of groups. They have a lot of places that you can link up with people and just get to know other people. I like doing things through those means rather than doing them through like a friend or dating app, just because those are kind of not my vibes. So I like to go to places like public spaces that are digital, Facebook groups, and the Instagram. So those 2 are some of my favorite places to go ahead and check out what nomads are doing if they're in the area, and kind of link up with people. So these are the apps that are super, super vital if you are looking to get into nomadic living, or if you're traveling to another state or another city in a truck or a rig and you want some good safe places to be at and you want to know where the resources are. Those are the apps that are really going to get you started. If there are any apps that you guys can think of that you really love as a nomad, or that you're interested in learning more about, throw those in the comments below, because I'm really interested to see what other nomad apps there are and what other priorities nomads have when it comes to resources. So it's great to talk with you guys. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please like and share it with a friend that you think would actually be able to use these apps, or is really interested in finding those resources. It's not only for nomads when it comes to the resources on iOverlander and Free Roam, because you can use those. Let's say if you are a creative community and you need some free resource, you can use those to schedule events in those locations, do different types of things, go do a cleanup in a certain area. If you're like an organizer and you want to get people together and you want to get them together in an area that they won't have to be permitted, or an area that's a little bit more flexible with who's able to stay for how long and what activities, those apps are really awesome in giving you some free resources for venues and spaces to hang out as a group. So I hope this was helpful, like I said, and I will talk to y'all on the next video.